One of my deepest, darkest secrets for a very long time is that I'm actually a secret Logic fan. I've been following Logic, or Bobby, for a very long time now, with the first album I ever heard from him being The Incredible True Story, which is an album from nearly a decade ago, which is absolutely crazy. And I think the best way I can describe being a long-term Logic fan is it's been a roller coaster. There have been many ups and downs. Downs, I would say, are moments like saying he wants to kill Anthony Fantano. But I think that when Logic first came onto the scene, there was a specific hunger in his music. I think of projects like Under Pressure, The Incredible True Story, Bobby Tarantino. Logic really owned this boom bap sound in a way that I don't think anybody else has really been able to do. He just has a certain atmosphere with his music that makes it all feel extremely inspiring. And even with the material being a lot darker on songs like Under Pressure, all of the music is generally positive because it feels like it's coming from the place of being an origin story or lessons being learned. And so it was really exciting to be a fan of him back in the day. And I think he has a really good solid backlog if you're willing to go take a look at it. A notable moment in the history of Logic, I would say, is the Everybody album. People have mixed feelings on this project, but I actually liked it quite a bit. In fact, I actually went to a show for the Everybody tour, but I think that Logic is best when he's hungry and he's focused. At his heart, he's a nerd and a visionary, and he loves to build a story. And I think that when he sits down and he takes the time to see it through, it can be something that's realized and really cool to listen to. And this isn't a rare opinion, but I feel like on albums like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, or even for me, Young Sinatra 4, were just projects that kind of drop the ball. I love the Young Sinatra projects, but I feel like the fourth one just felt like it was trying to give nostalgia to the fans. But the thing is, Logic is not the same person he was 10 years ago. He has grown so much as a person, been through so many experiences that I think it's better to just look forward. And I think a really great example of this is his album No Pressure. This is the first album from Logic that had me turn my head and really want to sit down and take in the music in a long time. I just shut everything off, put in my headphones, and listened to it. It's definitely not his best project when you look at some of his earlier works, but I definitely feel like it was a big step in the right direction. He has so many songs and moments on this project that just feel like he's really matured. He is somebody who has had so much success, so I think it's easy to get a little caught up in that. Not necessarily that he lost the drive to do good things, but I think that the lens got a little fogged up. And No Pressure just felt like that full circle moment of realization. It felt like for the first time in a long time, he wanted to try to push boundaries that he hasn't done before. And so ever since that project, I've been paying more attention and seeing what Bobby's up to. More specifically, his last couple tracks, which are leading up to his new album, Ultra 85. This project title has been hyped up for years, so it's kind of a big deal. The first couple singles weren't necessarily from me, but I definitely hear a lot of good points from them. It sounds like he's a lot more locked in, he's a lot more serious and intentional with what he's writing about. But he actually just dropped a new single yesterday called Mission Control, and I've got to say, it's the best one yet. Even just the tone of his voice on this track is really cool. It sounds a lot like his earlier works. The beat goes super hard, the flows go super hard, he has a bunch of great punchlines. This is the first time in a long time that he actually has me hyped going into an album. Although the result of No Pressure was pretty great, I was pretty skeptical going into it. And so with his new album dropping in a month, I feel like this was a great move. Who knows what he wants to do, if he wants to stay in the game for much longer, especially considering he retired a couple years ago. But I gotta say, regardless of the ups and downs we've been through, I'm actually pretty excited to see what he does next. I'm definitely gonna be checking out the album and doing a review when that comes out. So if you want to watch that and hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's all I've got to say, so peace out.